This is your Daily Mojo Extra.
All right, I thought we would get together here for a minute this afternoon just to go over what I've learned. Anyway, we're talking about the Maui fires this morning, and if you were watching the program today, you saw this video from Hawaii Real Estate over in Maui, and discussing the car with the melted rims.
Another one of these locations. So this is well above the burn zone, essentially, in a neighborhood known as Lahaina Luna. I'm going to show you around real quick so you can see the scenario and then judge for yourself. And again, if you enjoy content like this, I encourage you to please like the channel, subscribe, and share the video so you can get the truth of what's going on here at Maui. So where I'm at right now, just to orientate you, you can see the lights for the football stadium right there at Lahaina Luna. So we're right below Lahaina Luna High School in the neighborhood that did not, I repeat, did not burn.
No, it didn't. And all around there's these cars that look like they burned alone in this field. You see homes and buildings that weren't burned. The question is whether or not that was a direct energy weapon. Well, in my research, which I'm up there with the best of them, keyboard warriors, going back 5 years to the account Rapture Ready Eddie on YouTube. And this is what Rapture Ready Eddie had to say about melting rims. This was in the California fire in 2017. And his video shows the car rims completely melted. And he also asked the question, could this have been caused by a direct energy or laser weapon? I guess. I mean, it would be, again, it is, and actually that, I'm not sure that is correct. Aluminum, the aluminum melting point, it's 1221 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so we could be looking at, the wheels melting at that. He's about 100 degrees off, but close. And again, I'm not saying that it wasn't a directed energy weapon because it is 2023 and anything is possible. But as our director of global security, David G., told me earlier today, if you were going to burn things down, and especially on a windy day and when the firebugs come out on the windy days, it would be just as easy to toss a match up there into the brush. So Rapture Ready Eddie had the same question about the wheels melting back in 2017 in the California fire. Then there was another video, ABC 10. This is the car fire out in California, CARR.
Take a look at this. We're covering the car fire up here in Redding. We are up at the Lake Kennewick estates, and these aluminum wheels have actually melted. This is melted aluminum that you're looking at right here. That just gives you an idea of just how hot it got here. All right, so car fires can get that hot. Again, not saying it wasn't a direct energy weapon, but here is a video on YouTube. This is one of the shorts.
Flames poured out of an SUV parked on the side of a California highway. Other vehicles drove past as the car was engulfed. The Los Angeles Fire Department arrived and extinguished the fire with a hose. There is no official word on any injuries.
All right, and that's obviously just a fire that happened on the freeway out in California. The date on that one is, when was that? It's been some time ago. That's from Inside Edition. I doubt that on the freeway it was, a directed energy weapon, but it could have been. Then we have the question of the green space lasers that we all saw back in January, February. And over at the Anton Petrov YouTube channel, he goes into an explanation as to what these were. And again, it makes sense.
To begin with. And so, in a nutshell, this is known as surface mapping. And essentially, this is a satellite flying above planet Earth, firing continuous lasers at the surface, reflecting them from the surface, receiving the photons that are reflected, and then measuring the very, very accurate distance. with the area being approximately 3 centimeters or about 1 inch. And this is something that's been used ever since the 1974 Apollo mission that used some of the first technology when it comes to range-finding lasers.
All right, so they can do some pretty amazing things, obviously, with lasers. They even use them on airplanes, according to KHON2 News.
Detection and ranging system. The lasers are used to measure distance. Residents near Oahu South facing shores between Barbers Point and Diamond Head might see those broad beams of green light across the night sky. It'll happen between midnight and 5 a.m. from Friday, April the 28th through the 30th. Officials say brief exposure to the light is not harmful to the unprotected eye.
All right, so that was 4 months ago over in Honolulu. Bottom line is, the rims melting seems to be more common than we know, although it does look bizarre. Was it a direct energy weapon setting these cars in the field on fire? I guess it could have been, but sometimes it is the simplest explanation, and probably just cars that caught on fire. Not saying there's not a lot of stuff going on that's sus in Maui, but we have to keep our eyes on the ball.
This is your Daily Mojo Extra.